Mikey, honey, are you doing okay?
What is it, Mom? And I told you to stop calling me that childish nickname.
But you used to love that nickname.
When I was 5, maybe.
I just miss those days.
So what do you want? Anything wrong?
I just worry about you working so hard at your company every day.
I'm fine. The work isn't an issue.
Are you eating properly? Getting enough sleep?
I said I'm fine.
But you need to understand how special you are to me and how worried I am about you.
Mom, please, not this again.
Is it wrong for a mother to worry?
It is when you're trying to guilt trip me.
I would never.
You do it all the time.
But you work such long hours.
I can take care of myself.
But you'll always be my little Mikey. You're always going to be my sweet little boy.
I'm almost 30. Please stop with that.
Why are you so cold to me lately?
I'm not cold. I'm just an adult.
Well then, don't call me Mom. Call me Mommy like you used to.
What?
It would make me so happy.
No, I can't do that. Anyway, can we move past the childhood memories?
But they're precious to me. Anyway, I prefer Mommy, so until you start calling me Mommy again, I'm going to keep calling you Little Mikey.
Fine, whatever. It's pointless arguing. Do whatever you want. Can we get to the point? What do you need? Let me guess, is it more money?
Actually, yes. This month is tight again.
Every month seems to be tight lately.
Living costs keep rising.
For everyone else too, but somehow people manage, you know.
But the bills keep piling up.
They didn't pile up before?
Everything is so expensive now.
More expensive than last month?
Things have just been difficult.
But I sent you $1,000 at the start of this month.
I know, and I'm grateful for that, but...
Are you? Because it sounds like you want even more money.
That should have covered the utilities at least. Everything is getting more expensive these days.
You keep saying that.
Because it's true.
What happened to that money?
Bills are higher than expected.
Show me the bills then.
The heating bill was shocking.
But it's not even winter yet.
They're always higher than expected these days.
That's not an explanation.
Well, actually, your father's company is really in trouble. He might get fired before retirement.
What? Dad has contributed so much to the company. He created hit products and successfully launched new divisions.
The company just doesn't care about loyalty anymore.
That doesn't sound right. Dad just got a bonus last year.
Things change quickly in business.
How quickly could things change?
You don't understand corporate politics.
I work at a company too. I understand plenty about these situations.
Things just change so quickly.
What exactly is happening at his company?
New management doesn't appreciate experience as they used to. The situation has completely changed.
What changed? Dad never mentioned any of this.
That's all in the past. Recently, he's been leaving work right on time, and his salary has gone down.
Really? What does Dad say about this?
He barely talks about work anymore.
That's not like him at all.
People change.
Not that quickly.
Maybe you don't know him as well as you think.
I think I do.
Your father's the type who treats work like a hobby. He just says everything's fine, and he gets in a bad mood whenever I ask about the company.
Since when?
Recently.
How recently?
A few months.
Maybe I should ask him about the situation myself.
Don't! He'll know I told you.
Why would that matter?
Because he'd be embarrassed.
Why are you so worried about that?
It would hurt his pride.
Dad's never been the prideful type.
People change when they're struggling.
You keep saying that.
He's very sensitive about work right now. Trust me, I know your father.
I won't mention you told me. I'll bring it up casually.
He might get depressed if you bring it up.
Dad, depressed? Now I'm really getting worried.
See? That's why I didn't want to tell you.
All the more reason to talk to him.
No, no, no. You absolutely can't ask right now. It's not the right time.
When would be the right time?
Just not now.
You're being unusually insistent about this.
Because I care about your father.
There's more going on.
It's complicated.
Then explain it!
I can't.
I think Dad would give me an honest answer.
Actually, things aren't good between your father and me.
What?
We've been having problems.
What kind of problems?
We've been growing apart.
Since when?
We haven't been connecting lately.
That seems sudden.
These things build up over time. We actually might be getting a gray divorce.
No way, that doesn't sound like Dad at all.
Marriage is complicated, honey.
You two seemed fine at New Year's.
Things aren't always what they seem.
You were both laughing together.
We put on a good face for you. There's history you don't know about.
What history?
It's painful to talk about.
Tell me anyway.
You might not know this, but your father had an affair in the past.
Really? Like you said, Dad's a workaholic. When would he have had time to do such a thing?
Men always find time for these things.
That's not an answer.
Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
You keep saying trust me.
Because I'm your mother. The pain never goes away.
This seems like a big accusation.
I wouldn't lie about this. Well, he found the time to have an affair, didn't he? And now it feels just like it did back then.
What feels the same?
The distance between us.
I see. But nothing's confirmed, right?
A wife knows about these things.
But that's not evidence, though.
Don't underestimate a wife's intuition. Do you know how long I've been with your father?
Well, yes, but
30 years isn't enough experience?
experience at what?
I can sense these things.
But that's not concrete evidence, Mom!
Why are you taking his side?
I'm not taking sides. I'm just trying to understand the situation.
It sounds like you are. Anyway, I can't rely on your father right now, and it's awkward to talk about money. So could you please increase the monthly support for a little while?
But it's already been about 6 months since I started sending money.
I know it's a burden.
Then why ask for more?
Because I have no choice. Please, just until the end of this year.
What? Until the end of the year? That might be difficult.
Why?
Well, I'm actually thinking about getting married.
What? My Mikey has a girlfriend?
That's right.
But you never mentioned anyone.
Well, yeah.
How long has this been going on?
Long enough.
That's not an answer.
Would I mention marriage if it wasn't?
But marriage is a big step.
I know that.
When do I get to meet her?
I need to make sure you'll be supportive first.
What does that mean?
Exactly what it sounds like.
Of course I will be.
Really? No criticism?
When have I ever been critical?
Actually, I was planning to introduce her soon.
How soon is soon?
Within the next few weeks.
That's very sudden.
We've been dating for 2 years.
2 years?
Yes.
And you never told me?
Now you know why.
What's that supposed to mean?
You know exactly what it means.
Anyway, let me know when you decide on a date. We'll need to tell your father, too.
Yeah, I'll let you know once the date is set. Mom, where are you now?
At home?
No, I mean, I'm at home too.
Oh.
I came to discuss wedding plans.
Well, you should have called first.
I did 3 times already.
Did you? I must have missed them.
How did you miss 3 calls?
My phone must have been on silent.
Well?
Oh, well, I was just having dinner with a neighbor.
Which neighbor?
Mrs. Smith from next door.
Why did you just lie?
It wasn't a lie. I just made a mistake.
A mistake about where you are?
I was flustered.
By what?
Your sudden visit. Then you should have at least told Dad where you were going. He said he doesn't know where you are. Oh, really? I thought I already told him.
Well, he's wondering where you are. By the way, I talked to Dad about work, and everything seems to be normal, so there's nothing to worry about.
Did you mention about the money? I told you it was a secret. Your father doesn't know about it.
Why are you so panicked about this?
I'm not panicked.
No, I didn't mention about the money, but something still seems off.
What do you mean? Nothing is off.
Dad seems perfectly fine at work.
He's hiding it from you.
He got a promotion last week.
What?
You didn't know?
He didn't tell me.
Strange that he wouldn't mention anything about it to you.
We've been busy. Anyway, please just don't bring up anything about money. Even in families, there are things we don't want others to know about.
Like what things?
Just things.
That's concerning.
What's concerning about privacy?
The secrecy is what's concerning.
Every family has secrets.
Should they?
You're being naive.
Well, I'm planning to talk to Dad about money soon.
But you promised not to say anything. Why?
Because I need to.
No, please don't. When?
After the wedding introduction.
Isn't that next week?
Yes, but it's an important matter. Amy and I are thinking about moving in together and combining our finances, so things need to be discussed.
What? You're moving too fast.
We've been together for 2 years.
2 years isn't that long.
It's long enough to know.
Living together before marriage and sharing money?
We're planning to get married by the end of the year.
That soon?
Why wait?
You need to think this through.
We've thought this through carefully.
But we haven't approved of the marriage yet.
I didn't realize I needed approval from you.
Of course you do.
At my age?
You're still our son. We're family.
What, you're gonna oppose my marriage?
Whether we oppose or approve will be decided after we meet her.
That sounds like a threat.
It's not a threat, it's parental concern.
I've told you before, Amy is a wonderful person. She's too good for me, really.
Just don't make decisions about living together or sharing finances before getting our approval.
Mom, I'm not asking for permission from you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Even if you oppose it, I still want to marry Amy. That won't change.
You're being very disrespectful to me.
No, I'm being honest with you.
Honesty without respect is just cruelty.
Now you're concerned about honesty?
What does that mean?
Nothing. Forget it.
A marriage opposed by parents never works out. Wait for our approval before making any plans. Don't get carried away making decisions just between the two of you.
I need to go. Amy's calling.
We're not done discussing this.
Yes, we are.
Remember what I said about the money?
We'll talk after the introduction.
And don't mention anything to your father.
Goodbye, Mom.
Michael, I'm sorry.
Amy, where are you? You suddenly disappeared and my parents are worried. Your shoes are gone, so you left our house, right?
I just couldn't stay there any longer.
What happened? Are you safe?
I'm in a taxi heading home.
What's wrong? I need to know why you left.
Sorry, but our wedding needs to be canceled.
What? Why?
I tried to be polite, but I can't tolerate with this.
Please tell me what happened.
Your family is too much. I'm usually not picky about things, but that was beyond acceptable.
What was? Was it me? Or did my parents do something rude? You can tell me anything. Please don't make decisions like this alone. We need to talk.
I just had to get out of there. I feel sick just thinking about it.
Just tell me straight what happened.
You were there.
At dinner? You can tell me anything.
Well, yes. It's like different values, or rather, different eating habits.
Different eating habits?
The rice. I can barely type this.
What about the rice?
I thought I was imagining it at first.
Imagining what? What do you mean?
The rice your mother served, you and your father were eating it normally, right?
Yes. Was something wrong?
You didn't notice anything strange?
No. What was wrong with it?
Did you look at what they served me?
No, I was focused on my own food.
Please go check my bowl.
Your bowl isn't here anymore.
Of course she got rid of it.
What are you talking about?
I've never experienced anything like it. I thought it was mixed grain rice, but all the brown things were insects.
What?
It was probably small beetles or something.
That can't be right. Are you absolutely sure?
I know what I saw. I tried so hard not to scream. I'm tearing up just thinking about it.
No, wait, it wasn't mixed grain rice?
That's what I thought at first, too. But mine wasn't. Look carefully.
I'm looking at mine now, but it's just mixed grain rice.
No way! It was full of insects.
Even I can't stand insects, so I would be able to notice them. There's no way they're in the rice.
Please, you have to believe me. Just look at my bowl. The one that was served to me. Look carefully so your mom doesn't notice.
Okay. Wait, your bowl is gone. Hold on, I'll check the trash. There's rice that's been thrown away.
So, did you find it?
This can't be.
See? Insects, right?
I'm so sorry, Amy. You're right, but why? Only Dad's and my bowls were normal. I just don't understand.
Maybe your mom put them in as spite? You mentioned she can be difficult sometimes. She still calls you childish nicknames, and maybe she didn't want to lose her precious son. Or maybe there's something that would be problematic if we got married. I don't know.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I guess I shouldn't have said that.
No, keep going.
There's more.
This is unforgivable.
So, if I have to continue to deal with your mother, I need to reconsider the marriage.
What? No, please don't give up on our relationship just because of her.
I don't want to, but
We could work this out.
I do care about you so much, but
We can find a way.
how?
I don't know yet, but we will.
But
Amy, I'm willing to cut ties with my mother.
what? But isn't your family struggling? You're even sending them money.
I can't forgive her for doing this to you, but please wait a little. There's something I need to check about this situation.
Something to check? About what?
The whole story about my family feels wrong now.
What story?
Everything she's told me.
About your father?
About everything. Trust me, there's more going on here.
More than the rice?
Much more, I think.
What are you going to do?
I'll tell you everything when it's done, and I'm really sorry about today, but please trust me and wait.
Mikey, you've broken up with Amy, right?
Why would you think that?
She left so suddenly. That was definitely not a good first impression.
Yes, she did.
Well, she left during the wedding introduction. Your father's been in a bad mood ever since. He ignores me when I try to talk to him. It's like he can't even hear me.
I see.
He's being very difficult.
Well, I wonder why.
So, Mikey, honey, I have a favor to ask. Your father apparently lost some money in investments, and we need $30,000. Could you lend me some of your wedding savings? It's fine since the wedding isn't happening anymore, right?
What? Was that your plan all along?
What plan?
I won't lend you anything.
But we're family.
Family doesn't do what you did.
What do you mean? We haven't approved of the marriage yet.
Only you haven't approved because it would be troublesome for you if I got married, right?
I don't understand what you mean.
Let me be clearer then.
What?
You put insects in Amy's rice during the introduction dinner, didn't you?
What? How dare you? I did no such thing.
Still denying it?
Where's your proof?
You want proof?
I would never do that. How could you accuse me?
You're still lying.
So that woman told such lies? How horrible. I worked so hard to cook dinner for Amy, and behind that quiet face, she's the type to tell such lies. Those are the most untrustworthy kind of women.
Stop lying.
I'm just defending myself.
Are you really?
You believe her over your own mother?
Yes, I do.
After everything I've done for you?
The untrustworthy one is you, Mom. The rice in Amy's bowl, I checked it right away.
Huh?
Nothing to say.
What evidence?
Do you want to see the photos?
What photos?
The ones I took of everything. All proof.
photos can be misleading.
Are they?
Oh my, oh dear, were there really insects? Well, well, who would have thought? Things aren't always what they seem. I'm sorry about that.
So now you're sorry?
But it wasn't intentional.
Keep going.
It just happened by accident.
Really?
It wasn't on purpose.
Multiple insects by accident, and they somehow got to the bottom of the bowl?
I just didn't notice.
Are you saying you didn't notice when you served it to Amy?
I guess I was just distracted.
By what?
Because I was busy with all the dinner preparations. These things happen.
No, they don't!
Well,
And why did you throw away only Amy's rice right away?
Well, I was angry that she left in the middle of dinner.
That's not it.
What do you mean?
You didn't want me to get married, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, that's true. But you see, I just thought you could find someone better than her.
Another lie.
What do you mean?
The real reason is because you've been spending Dad's savings.
What are you talking about?
You know exactly what.
I don't understand.
Stop pretending.
What do you mean?
I know everything.
You don't know anything.
Want me to tell you what I know?
You're imagining things.
Every transfer.
What transfers?
Every withdrawal.
Stop this!
Every lie.
You were investigating me?
Playing dumb won't help. I've already told Dad about this.
No! What exactly did you tell him?
I told him everything.
You had no right.
As his son, I had every right.
This is between us.
No, it's between you and Dad.
You shouldn't have interfered.
I'm coming over to our house today.
What?
We need to talk about what happens next.
There's nothing to talk about.
Dad says he has something to tell you, too.
Mikey, honey, please, forgive me. I was wrong. I'm really sorry.
Just stop it.
Please, just listen. I made a mistake.
I won't forgive you.
I'll approve of the marriage now. I'll apologize to Amy, too.
It's too late for that.
I can fix this.
You can't fix trust.
Please give me a chance.
Some things can't be fixed.
I can make it right.
There's no need. I'll never let you meet her again. I was gonna marry her even with your opposition anyway.
You can't do this to me.
Watch me.
You're being cruel.
Am I?
After everything I've done for you,
Like what exactly?
I raised you. And now your father is going to divorce me.
Good.
What? How can you say that to your own mother?
You brought this on yourself, having an affair and giving money to your lover and using Dad's savings to do it? Over $50,000 spent, and you were desperately trying to replace it. That's when you came up with the idea to emotionally manipulate me into sending you money.
You don't understand.
I understand perfectly.
It wasn't like that.
Then what was it like? Just explain it.
Wait, it wasn't an affair. I was just lending him money.
More lies?
He really needed help. He was in trouble.
There you go, lying again. How can you lie so easily? I told you I investigated your lover, too. When I suggested reducing the settlement amount, he told me everything. He's married, too. Really, you're almost 60. How stupid can you be?
You don't know how lonely I've been.
So you just stole Dad's money?
I was going to pay it back.
When?
Soon. I'm sorry. I'll apologize.
This isn't something that can be fixed with an apology. Targeting my money, putting insects in Amy's food to ruin the marriage? You're truly the worst.
I've ended things with him.
So what?
I ended it myself.
After you were caught.
I'll get a part-time job and properly pay back the money. So please, help convince your father.
Why should I?
Look, I've been a housewife all my life. I can't even imagine getting divorced now.
You should have thought of that.
I've never really been out in society. I don't think I can live alone.
That's not my problem.
Who else can I turn to?
You should have thought about that before having an affair and using Dad's money. And you told me Dad had an affair before, but that was actually about you, wasn't it? Dad told me this happened before. Back then, the other man was married too, and Dad had to pay settlement money to his wife. You're truly garbage. Don't you feel any remorse toward Dad who forgave you the first time?
But he was persistent and I couldn't refuse.
More excuses?
You don't understand.
Making excuses like that just shows what trash you are. You hurt Dad again by repeating the same thing, and you deserve this divorce.
You don't understand how hard marriage is.
I understand loyalty.
Marriage is complicated.
Loyalty isn't.
What about my life?
What about Dad's life?
Please, if your father divorces me, I'll have nowhere to live. Help me.
That's easy to solve.
What?
Work yourself to the bone.
What do you mean?
Stop acting like some tragic heroine and spend the rest of your life working to pay everything back. Cut back on food and sleep, sacrifice your health, and work like a horse.
But I'm too old for that.
You weren't too old to have an affair.
That's different.
How?
Please, there must be another way.
There isn't.
I can't live like this.
Listen well. If you thought I'd keep doing whatever you want, you're dead wrong. I tried to live up to expectations as an only child, but there's no need to do that for someone who won't even act like a proper parent.
But I am a proper parent.
Listen up. You're gonna be kicked out by Dad, pay settlement money, return all the money you squeezed out of me, over $1,000 per month, and pay compensation to Amy too!
That's impossible.
Take out loans if you have to, but you're paying it all back to us.
That's too much.
You found money for your lover.
That was different.
Don't underestimate me. I may be in administration, but I work at a law firm. There are plenty of lawyers willing to help me after hearing my story. Plus, Amy's father is a police officer. Don't even think about running away or trying to weasel out of this.
You wouldn't do this to your own mother.
Watch me.
You can't be serious.
I am.
No, please. I promise I'll never have another affair or borrow money again.
Like last time?
This time is different.
Your promises mean nothing.
I mean it this time. I can change.
You had your chance to change 20 years ago.
People make mistakes. Give me one more chance. Michael, please.
Don't message me again.
I have nowhere else to go.
You should have thought of that before.
What about all our years together?
You destroyed them. Never contact me, Amy, or Dad again. You can discuss the rest with the lawyers.
But I'm still your mother. Please, I won't do this again. Trust me.
Trust has to be earned.
I'll earn it back.
You're the least trustworthy person in the world to us. Goodbye. My mother repeatedly apologized to my father, but he wouldn't forgive her, and their divorce was finalized a month later. He demanded settlement money from both mother and her lover. Of course, Amy and I made our claims as well. Since my mother's parents had already passed away, she sought help from her brother, my uncle, but I had already told him everything, so he wouldn't even let her into his house. Sometime later, we got a call from the police that she had been caught shoplifting, but we refused to act as her guarantor. Money was deposited into the account, so she probably borrowed from loan sharks. I imagine she's not living a very good life. I hope she spends the rest of her life in regret.
Tom, did you get my message about the appointment time?
Yeah, I just saw it.
Can you still leave work early as planned? The doctor's appointment is at 2 p.m. Don't be late.
Sorry, I won't be able to make it to the hospital with you.
What? We've had this scheduled for weeks. Is work not finished?
Well, I could probably finish the work, but Mom just called. She says she's feeling sick and wants me to come over after I finish up here.
Your mom? Wasn't she sick last week too? What's wrong with her this time?
Last week it was a cold that made her asthma worse. This time she says she's anemic and having bad dizzy spells. I should go check on her in case she collapses and hurts herself.
And she's alone right now?
Yeah, she says she can barely get out of bed.
Your mom was sick the week before last too. If something's wrong, she should really see a doctor properly. You've been going back to your mom's place so often lately. I've been alone a lot these past few weeks.
I know you must be feeling frustrated and lonely.
I am. These appointments are important for the both of us.
I know, but please try to understand. I get that you want me nearby because you're almost due, but Mom's always been sickly. She has various chronic conditions and gets ill easily.
Has your mom always been sickly?
No.
It started after we got married, didn't it? When she began getting sick all the time?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Must be because she's getting older. Aging is scary.
Have you suggested she see a specialist? These symptoms seem concerning.
She says she doesn't trust doctors much.
That's convenient. I see. Well, I guess I'm going to today's checkup alone then. We're so close to the due date. I really wanted you to hear what the doctor has to say.
Maybe I can try to make it after checking on Mom?
The appointment won't last that long.
I was planning to prioritize the hospital visit, but when I called her just now, Mom sounded really unwell. I can't just leave her suffering alone.
I understand.
I'm really sorry.
Can't be helped if she's sick. The baby and I are pretty healthy anyway. I'll go by myself. Tell your mom I hope she feels better.
Are you angry?
No, I'm not. I fell in love with your kindness after all. Give your mom my regards.
You're always so understanding.
Well, someone has to be.
What do you mean by that?
Nothing. Just focus on your mom.
Thanks. I hope Mom gets better soon. With the baby coming, I want her to be healthy enough to play with her grandchild.
Yeah, if she's really sick, there's nothing we can do about it.
I'll make it up to you, I promise.
Just try to make it to the next appointment, okay?
I will. Text me how it goes.
Of course, I always do. Sarah, are you feeling any better? Tom was worried. Oh, you're messaging to check on me? Yes, well, I heard you weren't feeling well. How are you doing? I started feeling better as soon as I saw Tom's face. Lucy, you had your checkup today, right? Sorry for getting in the way. Everything went fine. The doctor had some things to discuss, though. Oh, nothing serious, I hope. Nothing Tom needed to hear, apparently. You sound upset. Don't worry about it. Everything was normal. But Sarah, you've been getting sick quite frequently lately. Must be rough. Yes, well, as you know, I've always been fragile. That's why Tom's always so worried and comes to check on me. He's such a thoughtful son. Fragile? That's an interesting way to put it. What do you mean by that? You have quite a few chronic conditions, don't you? Like the anemia this time? Actually, I have chronic anemia. Really? First time I'm hearing about that. There's a lot you don't know about me. Clearly. I've got problems with my lungs, digestive system, all sorts of things. I hate making Tom worry so much. And yet you keep calling him over. Because I need him. He understands that. I had no idea you had so many health issues. Whenever I see you, you look pretty energetic. Your complexion is good and your skin looks healthy. Oh, that's just makeup doing its job. Though people do tell me I have nice skin for my age. Must be all that rest you get. Are you implying something? But isn't it strange how you only started getting sick so often after we got married? Did something happen to suddenly make you so fragile? Well, maybe it's because my son got married and moved out. Loneliness can weaken your immune system, you know. So it's my fault then, huh? Well, maybe it is. Just kidding, of course. That's quite a joke. You're being very defensive today. I get what you mean, but honestly, I'm the one struggling here. It's becoming a problem when you keep calling him over so frequently. What else can I do? I'm sick. It's scary being alone when you're bedridden. Are you really sick? What exactly are you implying? Nothing. If you're really sick, that's fine. I just think the word fragile doesn't quite fit you somehow. That's quite a harsh way of putting it. Are you suggesting I'm faking my illnesses? Those are your words, not mine. You're being very disrespectful to your mother-in-law. I didn't say that. I just want to mention that with the baby coming, things are going to get hectic, and it would really help if you could stop calling Tom over so frequently. How cold of you, doubting me when I'm saying I'm unwell. Don't you have any compassion? I just hope my grandchild doesn't take after you. That's a terrible thing to say about your grandchild's mother. I'm just being honest. I'm just asking if you could reduce how often you call Tom over. Only contact him when you're really sick. Or hey, I could come over and see you instead. You'll be busy with the baby. It's better if I ask my son. Actually, I might be better at taking care of you than Tom. I used to be a nurse after all. You knew that, didn't you? I could tell just by looking at you how sick you really are. No, thank you. Seeing your face would probably make me feel worse. Well, that's rather rude, but I might be able to help you get better faster than Tom. I prefer my son's care. I'm sure you do. Actually, there is something else you could do. Could you drop off a package at the post office for me? Tomorrow or the day after would be fine. I'm pregnant, you know. A bit of exercise is good for pregnant women. I'm far too anemic to go out. That's about all you can do to help. And you can't wait until Tom visits next? It's rather urgent. A birthday gift for my sister. The sister who lives 3 states away? Yes, that's the one. Very important. Right. Even though I'm pregnant, I'll do my best. You make pregnancy sound like such a burden. It can be, especially in the last month. I carried Tom for 9 months without complaining once. How fortunate for you. You must have had a very smooth pregnancy, but every pregnancy is different. Come to think of it, Lucy, your due date is next week, right? And Tom's going to be there for the delivery. Yes, that's right. You've already discussed it with him. Of course we have. He's excited to be there. I see. It'll be tough, but good luck. Why do I feel like you're planning something? Planning? I'm just concerned for my son and grandchild. Your timing seems suspicious. You're always so suspicious of me. Can't imagine why. A good daughter-in-law would be more respectful. And a good mother-in-law would be more considerate. I'm always considerate. Like making a pregnant woman run errands. If you don't want to help, just say so. I'll do it, but this is the last favor. We'll see about that. What's that supposed to mean? Nothing at all. Just make sure the package gets there safely. Tom, are you on your lunch break?
Yes, what's wrong?
The contractions are getting stronger. I think I'm going to go into labor earlier than expected. Tom, when do you think you'll get to the hospital?
I'm leaving work now. Give me 20 minutes.
Please hurry. The doctor says to come in now. I'll be waiting for you.
Well, I just left work, but...
But what?
I sent Mom a text letting her know you were in labor. She immediately messaged back saying she needs me to come over right away.
You've got to be kidding me. What is it? Don't tell me. She's sick again?
She says she's got a high fever and is bedridden.
Even at a time like this?
She keeps messaging me, says it's really bad this time.
Of course she does.
She says she's really not feeling well. You still have some time before the birth, right? I was thinking I could stop by Mom's place first, then head to the hospital. Would that be okay? I'll leave her place as soon as possible.
Are you serious right now? Tom.
I know, but I won't take long.
Wait, hold on. I'm already in labor here. Please come straight to the hospital.
But I'm worried about Mom, too. I'll just check on her quickly and then come straight to the hospital.
Your child is about to be born.
You're still a few minutes apart, right? I'll make it in time.
No way. She'll find a way to keep you there. You'll miss the birth.
I'll definitely make it to the hospital. Mom wouldn't keep me for hours on a day like this. She usually feels better just seeing my face.
That's not going to happen. Your mom is trying to sabotage you being there for the birth. That's her whole plan.
What? What are you talking about? Mom's sick. She's been throwing up all morning, apparently.
And you believe that? Look, I hate to say this, but your mom has been faking her illnesses. Come on, you must have realized by now.
Faking?
I love how kind you are, but this is getting ridiculous. Think about it. Isn't it strange how she keeps getting different illnesses one after another in such a short time?
Is it?
Of course it is. If she was really this sick constantly, she'd have some serious underlying condition. But she hasn't even been hospitalized. She hasn't even been to a doctor, has she?
I never thought about it that way.
Has she ever shown you any actual medical documents proving her chronic illnesses?
That's true.
Plus, whenever I see her, she's perfectly fine and healthy. And isn't it strange that she only ever calls you? Why not me, an actual former nurse?
Maybe she's being considerate since you're pregnant.
Tom, please, think about this logically. Have you ever seen her take any medication? Not over-the-counter stuff, but actual prescription medicine.
No, I haven't.
Exactly.
Now that you mention it, it is weird that there's no prescription medication at home, especially with all these supposed chronic conditions.
That's because she never went to the doctor. She didn't need to, because she's not actually sick.
She really was faking, but why would Mom lie about something like this?
Because she wants your attention. That's literally the only reason.
Using fake illnesses for something like that? She's a grown woman. I don't think she'd do something so childish.
She's not acting like one. She doesn't like me, Tom. She thinks she's winning by taking you away from me. And just to be clear, I'm not exactly fond of her either.
Really? Wait, are you two not getting along?
Another contraction. I'd really like to have this conversation at the hospital, but to summarize, we're about as friendly as two people who passive-aggressively snipe at each other can be. Want to see our text messages? The words are polite, but the hostility is pretty obvious.
I had no idea.
God, Tom, you're a sweetheart, but you can be so naive sometimes. You don't know how to doubt people at all, and you're falling for such obvious lies.
But she really did seem sick.
That's called acting. I'm the one who's actually unwell right now, since I'm about to push a baby out of my body.
Are you okay? Is the baby coming soon?
Yes, that's what I've been trying to tell you.
Just breathe, honey. It'll be okay.
Just get here, Tom, but first, I'm going to send you some photos right now. Look at them.
What are they?
I have proof your mom's been faking. Look at these and wake up already. You need to realize what she's really like. Lucy, are you all right? I heard your contractions started. You're finally having the baby. Yes, I'm at the hospital now. Too bad Tom won't be able to be there for the delivery. It's such a shame. What makes you so sure about that? Because he's coming here instead of there. He cares more about me than you. Shows you he really worries about most. His mother. You really think you've won, don't you? He's on his way to me right now. Hate to burst your bubble, but your son knows you're faking. Oh, and he's already here at the hospital? What? So you can stop waiting for him. He's not coming to your house. You might as well get out of bed now. I bet you're just lying there waiting for him to show up. That's ridiculous. What are you talking about? I'm not faking. But you don't actually have a fever, do you? How dare you accuse me? Don't just make assumptions. I really am sick. We're way past assumptions. These are facts. There are no such facts. Oh, really? Then what was that all about? What are you talking about? You're not even trying to deny it properly. Well, I don't need to deny anything. Remember when you made me run your errand to the post office the other day while you were supposedly bedridden? Well, I found something interesting during that time. You had no right to snoop around my house. What? Just spit it out. Your medical checkup results? They were left open on your TV stand. What? You didn't look at them, did you? They were right there in plain sight. Those were private. What do you mean private? They were lying right there wide open. And guess what? All results normal. You're perfectly healthy. What happened to all those chronic conditions? The anemia, the respiratory problems? That checkup was from when I was feeling better. The exam was just from a week ago. That must have been someone else's results. They sent me the wrong paperwork. Come on, that excuse is really pushing it. Just be honest. The asthma, the anemia, it was all lies, wasn't it? It wasn't lies. Then prove it. Show us proof of your illness. Or better yet, go to the hospital tomorrow with Tom and get a full checkup. Respiratory, blood work, everything. Why should I have to do that? Because without proof, Tom won't be on your side anymore. Are you okay with him abandoning you? Abandoning me? He would never. When I found those test results, I took photos. I was saving them for the next time you pulled your fake illness routine. I just sent those photos to Tom. Why would you do such a thing? You should have minded your own business. This became my business when you tried to keep my husband from his child's birth. I wasn't trying to manipulate him. Excuse me? It's just, after he got married, he hardly came over to visit anymore. I was lonely. So you decided to ruin one of the most important moments of our lives. You tried to interfere with him being present for his child's birth? This is a really important day for Tom and me. You get that, right? It's not like he can do anything during the delivery anyway. What difference does it make if he's there or not? That's not the point. Being there for the birth was Tom's idea. He wanted to be present. He's going to be so disappointed hearing you say things like that. Did he really go to you without even responding to my messages? He just ignored me? Yes, he did. Tom chose me over you. No. I actually gave Tom a good talking to earlier. With a baby on the way, he needs to step up. I told him he needs to stop letting you manipulate him. You turned my son against me. It's perfectly natural for a son to care about his mother. Tom was just being deceived by you. It's pathetic that you couldn't even see through such obvious lies. Don't you dare talk about my son like that. A wife who speaks ill of her husband doesn't deserve him. You should divorce him right now. I criticized Tom because I love him. I criticized Tom because I love him. I called him out because he needs to realize that his life is with me and our child now. He needs to understand what that means. You think you know what's best for my son? How dare you act so high and mighty? What are you implying? My son doesn't belong to you. Let me make this clear. I am his life partner now, not you. I carried him in my womb. But he's chosen a different path now. When Tom married me, we committed to sharing our lives together. Parents have to let their children go eventually. Marriage doesn't break the parent-child bond. The bond between mother and child is the strongest, deepest connection there is. Maybe it's time you found other connections in your life. Of course that bond exists, but what you have isn't a bond, it's control. And Tom has decided to break free from it. You forced him away from me, didn't you? My son would never abandon me. But Tom's already said he won't come running anymore when you call. He won't enable your behavior anymore. And that's his decision, not something I forced him into. My sweet boy would never say such cold things. You must be manipulating him. Scream all you want. We don't have time for this anymore. Wait, I'm coming to the hospital right now. Don't bother coming. We won't see you. Besides, my contractions are getting stronger and I can't deal with this right now. You can't keep me from seeing my son. Don't ignore me. We need to talk about this properly. Tom must be there. Tell him to respond to my messages. Yes, Tom is your son, but he's about to become a father. Don't you think this is the perfect opportunity for him to graduate from having a manipulative mother? This isn't over. Actually, it is. The baby's coming. Goodbye, Sarah. Later, with Tom by my side, I safely gave birth to a healthy baby girl. Sarah, whose fake illnesses had been exposed, eagerly came to the hospital the next day. She probably wanted to get back in Tom's good graces, bringing an expensive fruit basket with her. However, Tom refused to see her. He sent her away. He had to be tough this time. Maybe seeing our baby's face changed something in him. True to his word, Tom has kept his distance from his mother since then, Sarah seems to have lost her sense of purpose. Aside from the whole mother-in-law situation, Tom is an ideal husband. He's very helpful with housework and childcare, which I really appreciate. Though I'm still adjusting to being a new mom, I'm living a happy life with Tom. Moving forward, the three of us will work together to build a warm and loving home. Hey, Sarah, when are you coming home? Your shift at the store must be over by now. I need you to start making dinner. This is becoming a problem. I'm sorry, Karen, but I can't make dinner today. What? Are you trying to tell us we can't eat? No, that's not it. My mom collapsed and was taken to the hospital. One of her neighbors contacted me during work. That's why I'm at the hospital now. Well, you should have said so earlier. Now you're making me look bad for rushing you. I'm sorry. I was in such a hurry to get to the hospital. I was just about to contact you. You could have sent a quick message on your way. I've been waiting to start dinner. You're right. I was just very worried when I got the call. So, how's your mother doing? She's conscious, thankfully. Your mother wasn't in good health to begin with, wasn't she? Is it really serious? Yes, it might be. The tests aren't all complete yet, but they told me to prepare myself because she might not be able to return home. I thought as much. Are you okay, Sarah? Should I come to the hospital too? Thank you, but they aren't allowing visitors right now anyway, so just your concern is enough. I'll let my mom know you asked about her. Have you eaten anything since you got there? No, I haven't had the chance. You should take better care of yourself. What time will you be home? I'm not sure yet. The doctor said they'll have more information in a few hours. I see. Then I'll hold off on visiting. With her condition, it's probably better that she stays in the hospital, right? That's probably true. She was living alone. The house is old with lots of stairs and uneven floors. Will you need to stay overnight at the hospital? I might. They're still running tests. So, what are you going to do about the house? I haven't decided yet, but we'll probably have to sell it. Yes, that's probably for the best. Even if she gets discharged, a nursing home or senior living facility would be better. Well, I'll have to talk to my mom about it first. Does she have any savings for medical care? I'd rather not discuss that right now. I need to focus on her condition. I understand about your mother. I guess I'll have to make dinner tonight, even though I really don't want to. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Thank you for your help. Just make sure to keep us updated about any changes. I will. Thank you for understanding. And Sarah, don't forget to bring home some breakfast for tomorrow. We're out of eggs. I'll try to stop by the store if I can. You should probably get some rest too. These hospital situations can drag on. Yes, you're right. I'll let you know if anything changes. Mike, I'm going to stay at my mom's house for a few days. I asked Karen about meals, but it's probably not best to count on her too much. She said she's ordering pizza today.
Why do you need to stay at your mom's house? You can commute to the hospital from here.
It takes about 3 hours round trip from here. Since she just collapsed, I want to be close by as much as possible.
How long are you planning to stay there?
Just until her condition stabilizes. The doctor said the next few days are critical.
Can't your relatives or someone else help out?
You know I'm an only child, and Mom doesn't have any siblings.
You being there isn't going to make her heal any faster.
I know that, but I want to be there if anything happens.
The hospital will call if there's an emergency.
Maybe not, but don't be so cold about it. I've been a good daughter-in-law all this time, so can't you cut me some slack just this once? I want to take care of my own mother.
What about your work? Did you even ask for time off properly?
Yes, I've arranged everything with my manager. I can work remotely for now.
Isn't a wife supposed to dedicate herself to her new family? You're always thinking about your old home, and when you're not here, the house gets messy.
My mother collapsed, Mike. She only has me. I'm her only family. At least let me take care of her basic needs.
And what about our basic needs?
I've already prepared meals for the next few days.
That's not the point.
Then what is the point?
You've really changed, Sarah. When we got married, you were so much more agreeable. Now you're even talking back to me.
Well, I can't just agree with everything to keep the peace anymore.
What's that supposed to mean?
You said we wouldn't live with your mom, but right after we got married, suddenly we had to move in with her. And ever since then, she's been bullying me. You never stand up for me either.
Not this again. We've talked about this.
No, we haven't really talked about it. You always shut down the conversation.
Mom's not bullying you. I've told you this so many times. She just has a direct personality, that's all. You're being oversensitive.
She throws away food I cook, and she's knocked my laundry off the line onto the ground.
Those were accidents, things that just happened.
She's even mocked me for growing up in a single-parent household.
Mom's from an older generation. She doesn't mean any harm when she says those things.
You really don't get it at all. You've seen her mistreating me, but you don't think anything of it. That's really awful.
Come on, some friction between a wife and mother-in-law is normal, isn't it?
You always say that, but this isn't normal friction.
You're just stressed about your mom. You're overreacting.
I don't want to just accept that anymore. I'm worried I can't keep going on like this. I'm worried about my mom, and I'll probably need to be away from home more often now.
Everything will be fine if we just keep doing things the way we have been.
That's what I'm telling you we can't do. I want to be there for my mom at least until her condition stabilizes a bit more.
I'm letting you go, aren't I?
Reluctantly.
Of course, reluctantly. I'm not happy about you being away from home.
I need you to support me right now, not make things harder.
I am supporting you. I could have said no completely.
I know, but you know what? Karen is actually being more understanding about this than you are. This is literally life and death, and you're being kind of weird about it.
What? Mom's being more understanding?
Yesterday, when I got back from the hospital, she didn't complain like she usually would. Normally, she'd be griping about how late it was. Instead, she was smiling and chatting with you. You two were getting excited about how much the house would be worth, remember?
Oh, was that what happened?
By the way, what were you talking about?
Just something on TV. They were showing some celebrity's house, and we were talking about that.
I see. Well, I guess it's better when she's in a good mood.
Don't read too much into it. Mom just likes those kind of TV shows.
I suppose so.
Anyway, don't be away from home too much. I won't stop you from going to your mom's, but try to commute from here as much as possible. If you leave early, you can make it work. We can't keep getting takeout every day, and taking care of the house is part of your job.
I didn't get married just to do housework. I wish you'd help out at times like this.
I work all day. What more do you want?
I work too, you know.
That's different. Your job is just part-time.
I work part-time because you and your mother wanted me to be home more.
Enough with the excuses. I didn't marry you just to feed you either. You need to work for your keep.
Work for my keep? Is that how you see our marriage?
You know what I mean. Just do what you need to do and come back home soon.
Karen, do you have a minute? Oh, Sarah, what is it? A lot of packages just arrived at the house. Oh, that? Sorry, I meant to have them delivered in the afternoon. Wait, were you at home? Yes, I came to get some clothes. I also made some meals and left them for you and Mike. You didn't need to do that. We've been managing fine. I saw the pile of takeout containers. Well, we can't help it when you're not here. Is it okay to be away from your mom? Isn't she in critical condition? You've been staying overnight there for the past few days. Hasn't Mike told you? She managed to pull through again. Well, I heard, but still not safe, is it? The doctors are monitoring her closely. It must be so difficult, going back and forth like this. I guess not. Also, there's something else I wanted to ask about. What is it? Well, I assume these are yours and Mike's purchases, but there's a massage chair, golf equipment, and designer items all over the living room. What's going on? Oh, you noticed all that? It's hard not to notice. The living room is full. Well, we're getting a windfall soon, so we decided to buy all the things we've been wanting. Did you win the lottery or something? No, not exactly, though I suppose you could call it that. What do you mean? You'll find out soon enough. I tried asking Mike, but he hasn't read my messages yet. Oh, he's probably busy with work. Don't worry about it. These seem like expensive purchases. You're going to sell your mother's house, right? So that money will be coming to us. When you think about it that way, what we spend isn't much at all. My son and I just decided to enjoy ourselves a little early. Money from selling my mother's house? Well, yes, that's what we discussed, remember? No, we never discussed that. Your mother doesn't have much time left, does she? Oh, by the way, you could have 20% of the money from selling the house. That's fair, right? We'll handle all the paperwork for the sale, and considering how much Mike is taking care of you, that amount should be enough. What are you talking about? My mom is still alive. Don't get so emotional. We're just being practical. Practical? This is horrible. But she's had several close calls since she collapsed. She must know she doesn't have much time left. I haven't given up, and neither has she. Please don't say such awful things. You're being too sensitive again. No, I'm not. This is just wrong. I understand you want to think that way, but even if she survives, she won't be going back to that house, will she? She'll either stay in the hospital or go to a nursing home. Either way, the house will need to be sold. You said so yourself. Yes, but this is just too much. Oh, are you angry because your share is too small? No, that's not it. I'm angry because you're planning for my mother's death while she's still alive. I could maybe tolerate how you treat me, but to look down on my mother like this? Don't be so dramatic. You know we need to do this eventually. Eventually? You're already spending money that isn't yours. I'm not looking down on her. I'm just planning ahead. This is absolutely horrible. You're overreacting again. This is why Mike says you're difficult. Mike says that about me? We're just getting a head start on things. You're being so short-tempered about this. Oh, I'm sorry this bothers me so much. Well, now I understand how you both really feel. Finally, you understand that we're just being practical. That's not what I meant. Oh, you understand? Well, it's natural to get excited when money's coming. Besides, it's because of this money that I've been letting you visit and be away from home. Though Mike's not happy about it. So that's what this is all about. Your mother would want us to be prepared, wouldn't she? Don't pretend to know what my mother would want. Make sure you take good care of her until the end. It's your last chance to be a good daughter after all. I can't believe you just said that. Just being honest, someone has to be.
Sarah, I found divorce papers. What's the meaning of this?
What do you mean, what's the meaning? I want a divorce. Isn't that obvious?
This has to be a mistake. We can work this out.
There's nothing to work out.
You can't just hand me divorce papers and expect me to accept it. Come home now! Mom nearly fainted when she heard I might become a divorcee.
Too bad she didn't actually faint.
You don't mean that. You're just upset.
No, I mean every word.
That's a horrible thing to say.
Who's really being horrible here? You two were making plans about what would happen after my mother dies. You were planning to give me just about 20% of the money from selling the house and keep the rest for yourselves. That conversation about the house price right after she collapsed, you were talking about my house, weren't you?
Oh, did Mom tell you about that?
Yes, she did. Didn't even seem ashamed about it.
You're misunderstanding. We were just discussing possibilities.
Possibilities? While buying expensive things with money you don't have?
But they said she didn't have much time left. The doctors told us to prepare for the worst, didn't they?
That doesn't give you the right to spend her money.
We were just thinking ahead.
Even so, my mother is fighting to live right now, and you're already planning what happens after she dies? How would you feel if you were in the same position?
That's different.
How is it different?
But come on, your mother-in-law is getting up there in age.
She's about the same age as your mother-in-law. But imagine if your mom got sick and someone started talking about housework and planning how to split her inheritance while she was still alive. How could I possibly keep living with people like that?
You're twisting everything around.
Am I? Then explain it to me.
No, we were just thinking about how to make good use of the house that would be left behind.
Good use? You were just buying things you wanted.
We needed those things.
A massage chair, designer clothes, golf clubs?
Who do you think has been supporting you all this time? If you want a divorce, you'll have to pay back all the living expenses.
Supporting me? I work part-time and do all the housework.
That's what a wife is supposed to do.
There you go again with the supporting me thing. Well, in that case, I've been taking care of you and your mom all this time, so I'll calculate my hourly rate for all that time. Plus, I've kept a diary of all the times I was bullied, so I could probably ask for compensation for emotional distress.
You've been keeping a diary? Were you planning this all along?
I started keeping records after your mother threw away the birthday cake I made for you.
Would you really do that to family?
Family? Is that what you call this? Besides, you're the one who brought up paying back living expenses first. You've always been selfish ever since we got married. You decided we'd live with your mom without asking me. You took her side when she bullied me. You acted like my doing housework was just expected, and I've been putting up with it all this time.
It's normal for a housewife to do housework.
You knew I worked part-time because you and your mom spent more than our income. I had to cover the difference. I kept thinking I had to try harder because we were married, but I finally woke up and realized that this isn't the life I wanted. I don't want to spend my life being used by you and your mom.
Nobody's using you. You're just being dramatic again.
Really? Then why did you buy all those things thinking you'd get my mother's money?
This isn't a threat, right? You really want a divorce?
I wouldn't say this as a threat. I want to cut ties with both you and your mom. I don't want you involved in my life anymore.
Wait, let's talk about this first.
Of course we'll talk about dividing assets and everything else. I've already arranged for a lawyer.
No, not that. I mean about whether we're getting divorced or not.
I've already decided I want a divorce.
You can't decide something like this on your own.
Watch me.
I can't decide something like this so quickly.
You don't have to decide anything. I've already decided.
We can fix this. I'll talk to Mom.
We can talk, but my feelings won't change.
Still, I want to discuss this face to face properly.
Fine, I'll set up a date and come to the house with my lawyer.
Why do we need a lawyer? Can't we talk about this just between us?
We've tried discussing your mom's behavior before, but it always ended with you blowing up. I don't want that to happen again.
I never blew up. You're the one who always gets emotional.
This is exactly what I'm talking about.
Nothing I do is good enough, is it?
You and your mom are the ones who made things this way. You both pushed me to this point.
Sarah, I'm sorry. I'll talk to Mom properly, and I won't make you do all the housework anymore. I'll help too.
It's too late for that now.
You must be going through a lot right now. Your mom's in critical condition.
Mom's been moved to a regular ward as of yesterday.
But you said it was really bad. She went through several critical periods, and even though things settled down, you said there might not be a next time.
Of course, we still need to be careful, but miraculously, her condition has stabilized.
I never heard about this.
Because I didn't tell you.
Why would you keep this from me?
Why do you think?
Why not? Mom even bought a $5,000 bed. Who's gonna pay for that?
Not me. I'm getting divorced, so it's not my problem. Besides, why would I tell people who are looking forward to my mother's death about her condition?
We weren't looking forward to it. We were just being practical.
Practical would be saving money, not spending it.
But this is impossible. We bought all that stuff because you were gonna be here. We weren't planning on getting divorced. Mom's really upset about this.
After everything you did, you really thought I wouldn't divorce you? You and your mom must be out of your minds.
Sarah, please come back home. Mom can't handle all the housework, and there's no way I can pay back all that spending by myself.
Wait, did you take out loans to buy all that stuff?
Well, yeah, because we thought the money was coming.
So you only want me back because you're in trouble.
That's not true. I love you.
You have a funny way of showing it.
Sarah, give me another chance. I promise I won't hurt you anymore. Please, just one more time, come live with us again.
Pay back your own loans. I don't want to live with you anymore. I never want to be supported by you again.
What am I supposed to tell Mom?
Tell her whatever you want. I'm done with both of you. The divorce discussions got pretty messy and ended up going through mediation. However, given my husband and mother-in-law's reckless behavior, the bullying I endured, and my husband's verbal abuse, my request for divorce was granted and I was able to successfully end the marriage. Furthermore, I heard that my ex-husband and his mother are now struggling financially, trying to pay back the loans they took out thinking they get money from selling my mother's house. According to the neighbors, they blame each other for the divorce and are always fighting. Apparently, you can hear them yelling at each other from the street. As far as I'm concerned, they could spend the rest of their lives arguing with each other. 6 months later, my mother was discharged from the hospital. We sold the old house and moved into a wheelchair-accessible apartment. I'm now living with her while working, and miraculously, she's recovered so well that she's even more energetic than before and helps with the housework. There was definitely a time when I wasn't sure what would happen, but my mom's hospitalization was a wake-up call for me. From now on, I want to spend quality time with my mother, who truly cares about me. After being freed from a marriage where I had to put up with so much for several years, I'm really enjoying life now. I plan to make lots of wonderful memories with my mom while she's healthy.